Here's an end of day breakdown of today's trading day and the trades that I took. Here you can see we had a large new week opening gap where during the London session I noticed that we did have bullish SMTs, but ES did take that low. Then I went onto the 15-minute time frame and also saw that we had a change in state of delivery. So initial draw during this London session was that Asia high, and then I've got 15-minute highs as well, which I'm marking out. I waited for the macro time just to see it clear up the direction for me. So once we entered the first macro there, I waited for a 5-minute retracement into a 5-minute fair value gap. Went back onto the 1 minute and took the first order block, putting my stop on the swing low, taking first partial on the Asia high and then trailing it out to roughly a 1 to 4 trade. I was keeping an eye on another 15-minute buy side as well, which I was going to be targeting. However, I did get trailed out and we did eventually take that during the London session. So this was the only trade during the London session, and then waited for market open. We did have a red folder at 10 a.m. Market opened, initial draw was the previous day high. However, we did fall short 8 points from taking that before we started dumping. Wanted to see if we could get a buy back up from this sell side level. However, we kept going lower and lower, so I waited for the 10:50 macro. Notice we had SMTs once we took London low. We had the 1 minute SMTs there. We started to break up higher, and then I waited for a retracement down into this fair value gap where I took OB entry targeting these relative equal highs, which was also 50% equilibrium of that move down. It was a good target for me. However, it did start to get slow down and get a bit choppy in here. I did take a reduced loss on this trade. I then walked away for a bit and then waited for the lunchtime macro to see if we could break out this accumulation. We got a nice inversion right here inside the macro. So once we broke higher, waited for a retracement down, and I took another order block entry, expecting any bearish gaps to be disrespected. However, we did fall short of the profits there and did get stopped at break even. Took an immediate re-entry on a smaller time frame. I did have conviction in my idea, targeting same relative equal highs, and just took another 1 to 4 trade right there. So 3 trades today during the New York session, 1 partial loss, 1 break even and 1 win.